Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Maux and today we're going to be looking at Pokemon Legends Arceus, the trailer. I'm going to be doing a little trailer review on it. Super excited for this. Just, oh my god, we're just going to jump right into it. Oh my god, so much hype for this. It's insane. I've literally ran home after work.
Long
Okay,
time ago.
I'll go through and pause later. We're
Sinnoh
going to watch it
region
through
was
first.
Still only a vast wilderness.
Sinnoh region in the past, which is super
certain
cool and
village
new.
bustled with the comings and goings of people,
Oh man.
while in the mountains and seas, Pokemon roamed as they pleased.
I like this drawing. It's very cool. Cool way to start. And then this! Oh my god! Just throwing us into this. Big Breath of the Wild vibes. Roaming Pokemon. You get to start in your little town. You run out and into the vast world ahead. Oh my god! Everything looks so beautiful. The clothing's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. This I thought was super interesting. How you catch Pokemon. You actually physically throw the ball instead of entering combat and throw it. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. Because you can still battle and stuff and have Pokemon in your possession. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think it still needs some polish. I definitely don't think this is final form. Because some stuff, like animations and stuff, do look a bit jaggedy. But it's crazy. 3D Cyndaquil with fire on its back. I love it. It's just fantastic. Very interesting set of starters we're having here. I'm very curious as to how that's gonna... why that is. Alright, I think there's a bit more after this as well. Oh yeah, and then we get a nice little animatic of Arceus. This is crazy to me because they haven't done anything with Arceus, right? Well, I think it's crazy to a lot of people. Because Arceus was only in... I think a cut event? Like, I don't think it even made it into the game, right? I think. But you can cheat it in still? I don't exactly remember. Oh my god. Early 2022. I cannot even wait for that. It's insane.
Pleased to announce 2 new additions to the Pokemon video game series.
There we go.
In the Sinnoh region.
Yeah,
First,
that's
I'd like to present
first
the
time we've had
Brilliant
that.
Pokemon Shining Pearl games.
Here we got more of this this brand new game that we're getting. This very cool game.
The events of this game unfold in the Sinnoh of old.
Oh
In
man,
this
that's
time,
so
too,
interesting.
Mount Coronet towers over the center of the region.
Alright, okay.
Pokemon live freely in the wild here, but the harsh environments may be different from the Sinnoh region you remember.
Yeah.
In this era,
that makes
people have journeyed to Sinnoh from all over and founded a prosperous village in the hope of learning more about this land.
I think that's... I don't know.
As
This
for
is just
these three
crazy.
Pokemon, Rowlet,
Again, interesting set of
Cyndaquil,
starters.
and Oshawott, it
A
seems
lot
they were
of
brought
people's
to Sinnoh
favorites.
by a certain professor who encountered them while traveling around various regions.
That's pretty cool. I
You'll
like
set
that.
off on your adventure after receiving a first partner Pokemon.
Oh, I love these character models. Also, the different starters make sense because, like, I guess it would be strange or like a bit repetitive to have 2 games that have the same set of starters. So I mean, it does make
From
sense.
this professor.
Kind of adds a cool little thing. Oh, I love this
With
so
the village
much.
as your base, you'll venture out to the different corners of the region on your quest to create Sinnoh's
It's like
very
open
first
world
Pokédex.
looking. It looks open world anyway.
Even in
creating
this
Sinnoh's
era,
first Pokédex.
Wild Pokemon can be caught
Alright,
with
alright.
Pokeballs.
Yeah.
You can also engage in
Oh, that's
Pokemon
very
battles
cool. Look at the
alongside
battle
your
like
Pokemon
screen.
allies.
So you can still battle. And sorry, I don't mean to. I don't want to pause too much, but I want to say it. There, you battle in the space that you're actually physically in, rather than entering a new battle arena type thing. And God, a lot of people have
Sharpen your
wanted that,
skills
and that's
for
so
both
cool.
Catching and battling Pokemon, and strive to complete your Pokedex.
Oh man, I wonder if you actually have to aim, or if you could just
Now for
press
the
catch and
mythical
it'll
Pokemon
auto
that
aim you and
graces
toss
the
it.
game's title and story, Arceus.
Oh man,
According to legend,
How
Arceus
is
shaped
Arceus
all
gonna
there
be-
is in this world.
implemented.
But how is this Pokemon connected to your journey?
That's my question exactly.
The answer to this question and
They
more
don't tell you.
awaits
They just
in
tell
this
you,
exciting
well,
new
play the game,
action
and you'll
RPG
find out.
adventure for the Nintendo Switch system.
Oh my god. Very Breath of the Wild feels, which is what everyone wanted. Everyone wanted a Pokemon Breath of the Wild type game. And finally we're getting it. It's so cool. Oh my god. Alright, okay. Early 2022. Let's jump back into the very start. Right in the beginning of the trailer, we have these very interesting looking Pokeballs that are completely new. We've never seen these before, to my knowledge, and some art books. But they're like wooden. Like this is made of wood. I'm assuming that top bit is like the apricorns, the apricorn material. And there's like a lock on the front instead of a button, which is such a cool design. There's also like this top bit, which reminds me of the ancient Pokeball. Here we go. I'll put a better picture up on screen. But the old ball, which I think is an ancient Pokeball, I think, if I'm remembering correctly at all. But yeah, and this is like an iteration of that, and it's crazy looking and super cool. And I just love seeing new Pokeball designs, especially with that lock. That lock is such a cool little touch. And then they really hit you with this out of nowhere. These beautiful, stunning graphics that look just like Breath of the Wild. Well, not just like, obviously a bit different. Water, again, I think everything needs a bit of polish, and I hope that everything's gonna get that bit of polish. Like, stuff still looks very not anti-A-list, if that is how you say that, or if even that applies here. But I think you know what I mean. Pokemon look good. Animations need to be smoothened out. The water looks less good than the remakes for some reason, so hopefully that gets a bit of change, or maybe it's just the angle we're looking at. The fact that there's wandering Pokemon, super cool. Another beautiful scene where you can... I'm assuming all of this is traversable. You can travel throughout all these lands. And that brings up the question of whether you can ride Pokemon and surf on Pokemon and fly on them or not, because of this big new open landscape, or if you are just forced to run throughout everything. I would really love, please, for the love of God, following Pokemon. I would love it so much. And rideable Pokemon, that would be fantastic. It would be great. And I just love seeing Pokemon that are like doing in like working environments. Like I like seeing the world being lively and lived in and active instead of what we got in Sword and Shield, which was things popping up, walking in a circle, and then disappearing. Oh man, it's a nice looking town as well. I like this town. Character designs are super, super cool. I love this like old school take on the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum characters. Again, more looks at the landscape. When I watched this trailer the first time, I was too hyped to like hear things properly, I guess. So I didn't hear them say this was old school Sinnoh, like Sinnoh in the past. So my first clue was at the shoes. I was like, okay, those are obviously not modern shoes. This has to be taken place. This has to take place in the past. They both look super cool. I wonder if you can customize your character as well. Oh man. This, catching stuff in the wild, you didn't battle it at all. So I feel like it'll just be easier to catch them, I'm assuming, if you battle them first. Or like how, I'm curious to see how this is going to work, this whole new catching mechanic. Because like, do they get angry at you like they do in the, I don't know, like would they get upset with you if you try and catch them like an aggressive Pokemon, like not a Shinx? That's a nice little catching thing. A little look at the battle. Yeah, so okay, look. So you're battling with they're battling with Riolu and then they catch it. So I'm assuming you battle first, then you catch, unless you sneak up on them like the past clip, and then you have a smaller chance of catching them, but maybe a bigger chance because you snuck up on them. So I think sneaking just gives you a higher chance, but battling gives you the highest chance, probably because you're going to be dealing damage and they'll be weak enough to catch and stuff. They also got to work on the loading, like kind of, you know, loading things from far away. If I'm not mistaken, both of these games are not made by Game Freak as well, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we're Game Freak got to step it up, that's why. Yeah, you can see the animation's a bit choppy with just everything, but beautiful views. You can see like nice scenes of battles and stuff. Pokemon walking around and doing stuff. Still a bit idle, like they are in Sword and Shield, but oh, that's so cool. It's so nice to see. Pokemon are to scale as well. I didn't even think about that. They're actually to scale. It's, from the looks of it, they're to scale. I haven't seen any super big Pokemon yet, so maybe we'll see on that. Also, legendaries. Will there be legendaries? Like in Breath of the Wild, you can find rarer enemies to fight in certain areas and whatnot. Cyndaquil is three-dimensional and has fire, which everyone's happy about, I'm sure, because everyone was quite salty about no fire Cyndaquil. Also, this is like a weird office. This looks like the president's office or something. It's a bit strange. I'm curious as to what this little area is, this little room. Alright, and then we get like the nice little drawing of them next to the Pokeball. And this journal thing, which I wonder if we're going to be using that as our Pokedex. Because the point, or like the plot, is that you're trying to make Sinnoh's first Pokedex. So I wonder if that's what we're going to be doing, is writing all our entries down in this little journal here, which I think is super cool, because something I've always wanted to buy is this Pokemon like Pokedex journal thing, with like realistic kind of depictions of Pokemon with like their anatomy and stuff. I thought that was such a cool idea. So maybe this is kind of like that. I think that's amazing. I love that. I'm just such a nerd fanboy of this already. It's kind of crazy. All right, so on to the next part of this trailer. All right, so Mount Coronet seems like it's going to be a very fun place to explore, maybe a big part of the game. I'm tempted. I'm always tempted to pick Cyndaquil because it's one of my favorite starters ever, but I am also tempted to use Oshawott just because I've used both Cyndaquil and Rowlet before. I've never used an Oshawott. I always love seeing this art as well. Okay, yeah, we're going to get our partner Pokemon. Very cool designs. I'm assuming maybe no customization, which kind of sucks, but these designs are super cool already, so I'm not too pressed just because they're such cool designs. Travel to different corners of the region, so I'm assuming that it's open world in some way, shape, or form, like closer to open world than it is to the traditional games, which is very linear. You have to go this one way. There will be obstacles stopping you. I think it'll be kind of like that, like in Sword and Shield, how you were stopped by Pokemon that were too strong. Maybe they can have something, maybe they will have something like that in this game, rather than... I watched a whole video on how they could have made Sword and Shield better, and that was something that they talked about, not having forced, like obviously forced stopping points, where like there's like an evil team in the way and there's like, no, you can't pass here, you can't pass here until you go do this stuff. Having more natural stopping points. So hopefully they have something like that here.
With Pokeballs.
Chimchar is out in the wild, so you can catch starter Pokemon, it seems. I'm assuming they'll be rare. This is such a cool screen. I love it. I love seeing this. You can have normal 6 Pokemon. There's your moves there. Very cool UI. I'm loving the look of that. You are in your actual physical space, it seems, which I love to see. Everyone loves to see. You get to see the beautiful backgrounds and stuff with the mountains and everything. So completing the Pokedex is a very big part of this game, so I'm interested to see if there's any, or I'm certain there will be, because Arceus is involved and stuff. But I'm curious as to what the other plot will be, like, and if there's going to be some kind of evil team, or if there's going to be some issue going on that we have to resolve, or if this is just catching simulator. I'm like, I really want to see where this goes. It's just such a new, amazing, fun idea, like with just how it's laid out. And oh my god, maybe I'm overhyping, because I got a comment in a Sword and Shield video I made saying don't like settle for like mediocrity or something like that. Of course, every game can be better. Like, sure, this could be improved a lot, but what we're getting here looks so cool and new and exciting. I'm really hyped for it. I want to see where it goes before I pass too much negative judgment. Not that I have much negative judgment in the first place. So, Arceus, I don't think has any legends about it in terms of a trainer catching it at any point. So this game would, if we can catch it in this game either has to be non-canon, or the legend was lost somehow, or something, because I don't... Like, surely there would be something recorded in, like, the original games, the original Sinnoh games, about a trainer catching Arceus. Or maybe since, you know, the remakes are coming out close to it, they'll add something about a legend of an old trainer that caught it, and then Arceus, I don't know, got released when they passed or something. Can we catch it? Can we catch legendaries? There's no other ones except Arceus shown. I don't know.
Answer to this
I want to know. But of course they don't tell you. There's dodging and stuff, so like, what's that about? Is that just a maneuvering thing? Or do Pokemon attack you physically? I particularly like this shot. This very much reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Very cool looking. Animations, look at that. Okay, oh my god. It just looks fantastic. So, that's pretty much all I have to talk about for this video. I am so very excited. It's just so new, so, like, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on here. The graphics look insanely beautiful. Not as good as Breath of the Wild. Again, I don't think this is the final release, like what it's going to look like. I really hope they're going to add some polish to this. But so far, it still does look very good. But again, polish definitely needed to give it that. Bring it up to the Breath of the Wild standards that everyone is hoping for. Obviously, performance stuff they're going to need to work with. Get rid of that like kind of laggy looking animations that things were doing, like that Chingling, for example. Loading stuff, like, you know, loading stuff in the distance. Doesn't look too bad, but I think it's better in Breath of the Wild. I don't want to compare it too much to Breath of the Wild, but it's hard not to because it's very similar in art style and in look and everything like that. And of course, everyone wants that Breath of the Wild Pokemon game. And this isn't exactly what we were expecting, I feel like. We were expecting more of a traditional gym system, which I didn't even talk about. Are we getting gyms of any kind? How late or like when are gyms established in the Pokemon timeline? I'm not sure. They don't talk about it. It only sounds like there's one village here, and it's our village. So maybe there's other cities, towns, the workings of cities and stuff that we're gonna eventually see in the present day Sinnoh region. So many questions, and none of them are answered in this. We just gotta wait and see if there's more trailers or if they're just gonna release the game or what's up with that. But super hyped, and I hope you guys are too. This has been my review, my predictions, my hopes, hoping for following Pokemon, rideables, all that good stuff. More polished, of course, like I said a bunch of times. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I will definitely be recording this for the channel. Don't you worry about that. Maybe I'll stream it. I'll post full-length streams on my Maux Live channel. Link in the description. Probably, unless I forget to put it. That's going to be just about it. And, of course, episodes on the main channel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Goodbye.